All right, F. Did you figure out what your level of comfort was? If we're all considered exactly the same, then we're all have the exact same comfort level. F. Spurring massive growth in clean manufacturing in the United States and removing pollution and greenhouse emissions from manufacturing and industry as much as technologically feasible, including by expanding renewable energy manufacturing and investing in existing manufacturing industry. Spurring massive growth in clean manufacturing in the United States. Massive growth. And removing pollution and greenhouse gas emissions from manufacturing and industry as much as technologically feasible. There it is again. As much as technologically feasible. Now you got one section of this that says zero emission. And this says technologically feasible. Now, again, if you're removing a carbon footprint, you can have a zero gas emission while still using diesel, natural gas, gasoline, things of that nature. You just have, I think China's building a building to do it right now, to actually remove carbon from the atmosphere, filter it out. I think I saw that on the news about 3 weeks ago. They're trying to do it, and that may be what this is leading to. I don't know. Let's see. Technologically feasible, including by expanding renewable energy manufacturing and investing in existing manufacturing and industry. Investing in existing manufacturing and industry. I'm assuming that means turning existing stuff into green manufacturing. G, working collaboratively with farmers and ranchers in the United States to remove pollution and greenhouse gas emissions from the agricultural sector as much as is technologically feasible, including supporting family farming, investing in sustainable farming and land use practices that increase soil health, and by building a more sustainable food system that ensures universal access to healthy food. The hell does that mean? Working collaboratively with farmers and ranchers in the United States to remove pollution and greenhouse gas emissions, which is methane, from the agricultural sector. Now that could also be the amount of generators that are used, as much as technologically feasible. I don't know why it has including by supporting family farming. I don't know what that means. By investing in sustainable farming and land use practices that increase soil health. Now, I'm pretty sure the people that wrote this don't understand how to increase soil health. And I'm pretty sure that farmers have figured that one out already. And by building a more sustainable food system that ensures universal access to healthy food. What's a more sustainable food system now? The giant warehouses where they're growing lettuces and stuff in hydroponic stations and tables, just giant water tables, those are awesome. You can have that going year round. That's awesome. However, you still got to feed it. You still got hydro. You you have to keep it at a certain temperature, so you still have electricity that you have to use to warm. So whatever power grid is feeding you that electricity in the wintertime, that electricity is going to have to come green. It can't come through diesel generator. I guess if your farm is running off of wind or solar, I guess in the wintertime you get enough wind, maybe solar. It's going to have to be huge in order for you to be able to go zero emission and completely sustain a farm without oil, gasoline, natural gas, propane. Could be talking about going hydro though, by hydroponic, big water tables. Could be talking about that. It's a pretty clean way of doing it. I don't know what the yield is. I don't know if you get more. I can imagine you do get more yield because you don't have rows of stuff. You just have trays floating. Let's go one more. Overhauling transportation systems in the United States to remove pollution and greenhouse gas emissions from the transportation sector as much as technologically feasible, including through investment in zero-emission vehicle infrastructure and manufacturing, clean, affordable, and accessible public transit, and high-speed rail. Now, they are in the process. I do like the zero-emission vehicle infrastructure and manufacturing. And here's what I like. Right now, today, they are already making electric 18-wheelers, trucks, semis, trailers big enough to have a battery bank to be able to power the truck to be able to travel. Transportation workers are already on timelines. They already have to take a break at a certain amount of time. So if they have truck stops where they can plug in and recharge the trucks that are delivering commodities throughout the country, I think that's a pretty good deal. I think that's definitely possible, and I like that. And there's already companies out there. They're already trading on the stock market. They're going that way and they're doing it. I like the idea because it's not something where you just jump in it and you go see your uncle down the street. You know, it's they're on a timeline. They know when they have to get somewhere. Big cities like Atlanta, they've already kicked trucks out of the city. If you don't have a delivery being made that day, you're not allowed to go into the city. You got to stay on the outskirts of the city to reduce smog. Infrastructure such as buses. I know Savannah a long time ago was using propane, but they're talking about zero emission, so it's got to be electric. And that can definitely be done. But don't forget, you still got to manufacture batteries. You still got to manufacture lead. You still got to manufacture the plastics that are involved in this stuff. You still have to deliver the electricity that's charging all these things throughout the night. And whenever you have a larger electrical pull on those grids, the price of electricity is going to go up. The grid's got to make more electricity. With the resources that we have right now, our grids can't make the electricity that's needed in order to do what this is trying to achieve. So, between now and 2050, maybe might be able to do it. But how you're going to produce this stuff without using fossil fuels, I have absolutely no idea. Clean, affordable, accessible public transit. I think that's completely doable, and I don't think there's anything wrong with expecting cities to go to public transportation systems that are electric. I think that's totally doable myself. I think propane is an acceptable use as well. and high-speed rail. I don't know. I'm assuming they're talking about subways. I'm assuming, I don't know. I don't know how you make a high-speed rail without being able to melt steel, and melting steel using electricity takes a while. That might, maybe you know how to do it. I don't know how to melt steel without using fire. All right, stay tuned.